Hello, everyone. Welcome. And today is Monday, February 26, 2024. I am Solid Blue Sister, and this is my turn to talk. And I want to welcome everyone, whatever platform you're listening, either live or on the replay. Thank you. And always, much appreciated. And I always have to say it. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are. I hope you are having a good one. Hello, and welcome. Hey, Frankie, how are you, girl? Minnesota. Hey. Hey, over there on Facebook. Okay, so let's get started. Everyone else will come in. Hey, Power Girl, you are early today. You're early. And move along. Welcome. Um so today I want to talk about, y'all have heard me talk about this before, the boundaries and respect and all that other stuff. And one of my pet peeves, y'all. Don't block my driveway. Just don't. The two things I just drive me crazy is people who let their dogs do their business on my lawn and blocking my driveway. And a lot of people may not know, and maybe some people do, and they don't care. Uh, you know, blocking the driveway is actually against the law. You can't even block your own driveway. You're not supposed to block the sidewalk with your car because if someone is walking down the street and they have to go into the street in order to go around your car and there's an accident, if they get hit or something, you are liable for that. And blocking someone's driveway is actually against the law because, if you need to come out for an emergency or emergency services have to get to you, your driveway's blocked. So there are many good reasons why you shouldn't, but when people just don't they don't care. I mean, I know that in some places where it's crowded, is parking's bad, whatever, and people think that, I'm not blocking the driveway that much, but You are. I don't think that I should have to maneuver to get in or out of my driveway. I heard one person tell someone, you know, just drive on your grass. Told the homeowner that they should just drive on their grass. Or you have the people who, especially if you have a shared driveway, which sucks. And if people have to do that, I feel sorry for them. But people who also allow their friends or whatever to park in your spot or even in your driveway, well, they're at work. Doesn't matter. It's my driveway. And some people may say, oh, what's the big deal? It's a big deal because it's my driveway. And you have those people who have those multiple cars in the family who are consistently blocking the street or I'm sorry, blocking the sidewalk, and they don't want to park around the corner where there's lots of parking because they don't want to walk. But they expect you to walk to your own house. Minnesota says I'm with you on this one. So I'm just I'm just as I said, this is just one of the pet peeves that I have. So I've been watching some videos, and I wish I can show them to you. I could upload them over on YouTube, but then again, you guys wouldn't see it over here. But I've been watching several videos on people and their driveways and blocking their driveways. And people are calling to have these cars towed. But then the people who are getting towed are coming out and they're pissed off because, well, you're towing my car. Well, you're parking in my driveway, especially when you have signs. There are some people have signs up, do not block the driveway. And they do it anyway. Or they're having a family function, a barbecue or something, have your family park around the corner. Make other arrangements. Some people, get valet services. I mean, I'm not saying that, everybody can afford that, whatever, but the bottom line is don't block my driveway. And they're not just blocking your driveway, they're blocking the person across the street, they're blocking this person, whatever, because they think that it doesn't matter. I used to live across the street from someone who worked nights. And he would come home, he usually got home like around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And this one particular house, which was like a party house, he was constantly walking down there, banging on their door because it was always them telling them to move their car. Oh, well, we thought you were asleep or we thought you weren't home. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I may have to get up and go to work at 4 o'clock in the morning. You're blocking my driveway. But I guess it all comes down to the boundaries thing. People, boundaries and respect. People want to cross your boundaries thinking that it's okay, and people want to disrespect you because they think that they can. So what do? Do you consistently continue to fight and argue with these people? Or do you just say, you know what? I'm just going to I'm just gonna block your driveway. Hey, Lou. I'm just gonna block your driveway and I'm just gonna keep towing you. You know? And as we all know, when you get towed, every 24 hours is cha-ching ching, and it's not cheap. It's not like every 24 hours is $5 or $2. I mean, we're talking a significant amount of money. But then they want to get mad at you and call you all kinds of names because you decided to get them towed. I have seen see Lou says my neighbor parked in my driveway drunk by accident last week. So I mean, I can see if it's an accident, whatever, or even if it's an emergency. Let's say, your neighbor parked there because it's an emergency, whatever. But they promptly came back out and moved their car. But if they're the repeat offenders who habitually continue to do it, there's a problem. It takes drunk people to wake up. Again, but if it's by accident, but if it's a habitual offender, repeat offender, there's a problem. And then they have, the rule where if you're like more than a foot into the driveway, then you can get a ticket. Here in California, if you park and block someone's driveway, it's $110 ticket. Plus you can get towed. Some people say, well, you could have just come and got me and asked me to move my car. I'm trying to go to work. I'm trying to, go to the store, whatever. I don't want to take time out of what I'm doing to come get you, to wait for you to get up to come move your car. That's not my job. That's not my job to tell you, um, uh, uh, to move your car because I need to get out. And it's interesting because I've seen videos where people have asked people to move their car, and as soon as the person drives away, they put the car right back. And then when the person comes back, it's like it's this whole argument. Why don't you just park around the corner? Because everybody's too lazy and they don't want to walk. No, it's not car. I don't understand what that means. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Again, it just comes down uh to respect. Um, you know, I'm sorry, I was trying to upload a song here. It comes down to respect and uh crossing someone's boundaries. So what if we just had laws that no matter what, you park in someone's driveway, it's an automatic tow. I mean, people block businesses. I mean, you can't even get people not to block the driveway when they're waiting for a red light. When it says "Don't block the intersection," whatever, where people are trying to come in and out, people don't move. They don't care. They will just stay there, and while the person who's blocking will avoid looking at the person who's trying to turn or get into the street, whatever. I mean, you're at a red light. You're not going anywhere. Does it really matter? Does it really matter uh if you allow that person to go through? I mean, people don't care. Does it really matter if uh you allow someone to make that right hand turn before you, or you allow someone to go before you in traffic? Does it really matter? Because in reality, you know you're not going to get far. People pass each other up on the on the street, on the freeway, on the highway, whatever, and all they got was one car length ahead of you, but they still got stopped at that stoplight. Or you see the people who are weaving in and out of traffic, you know, they're the ones that cause accidents. But people don't care. And like I said, here in California, it's illegal to block a private or commercial driveway. It is a $110 ticket and you can get towed. I've seen, the videos where people are, hitching up cars themselves and just pulling cars. When you get told, they have a way to do it where, um, they're putting stuff up under your wheels and they pull it up on the car or whatever, up on the flatbed, or if it's being towed by a tow truck, whatever. They have a way to do it where, for the most part, your car doesn't get damaged. But I've seen videos where people have hooked up their pickup trucks and they're pulling someone's car, and you can hear the screech, whatever, and they end up moving the car someplace where the person can't find it. They have to go look for their car. Now, the person who is doing that can get in trouble, but I say more power to them. More power to them. In most places, it is illegal to park and block someone's driveway. But people do it. People do it. Welcome back. People do it. Yeah, yeah, power girl. I guess so. What did she say? I I don't know what that means. I'm not sure what that means. But blocking driveways, blocking cars. We can turn this into people who tailgate. Oh, I know people that tailgate. And you say something to them, they want to get an attitude with you. But then again, when you hit that other person's car, then they're pissed off at the person that they hit. It's just rude and it's disrespectful. It's just rude and it's disrespectful. But again, people don't care. They just don't care. So again, I say, what do you do? I mean, I think that people who are, and some people are going to think that I'm crazy for saying this, but I think people who are repeat offenders and, consistently block someone's driveway, um, I think they should not be able, not only is their car towed, but it has to stay, what I want to say, it has to stay, uh, uh, what I want to say, you can't get out for like 30 days. So not only do you have a 30-day tow fee that you have to pay, you're SOL because you don't have a car. So you need that car to get to work or for work. Oh well. What do you have to do to get people to learn their lesson? But some people never learn. They'll just continue to argue. They'll continue to uh, uh, fight and argue with you and get pissed off, but they'll continue to do the same thing because they think that they can. They think that they're inconveniencing you by continuing to be, a shit, so to speak. Excuse my French. And yeah, it is a big pain in the butt. It is an inconvenience. But how much money are you spending? How much money are you spending because you're getting towed? How much money are you spending because you're getting tickets? And again, there are places, around the country where parking is just ridiculous. They build more houses and, or more apartments, whatever, or, you go to some places, uh, uh, downtown Chicago, they've taken out of practically every single meter, forcing you to go into, park in uh, a parking lot that's like $30 an hour. It's expensive. People can't afford that. So what do you park, 20 blocks away, you take the bus. Cities have become greedy. I will admit that they have. They become very, very greedy. They're forcing people to, for some places, it's almost like they're daring you to park in a no parking zone so they can give you a ticket so the cities can make more money. But at the same time, you can't block someone's driveway and they can't get out. I mean, to me, blocking someone's driveway is the same as, you go to the market or you go to a mall or whatever, and you want to park and someone's taking up two spaces because they don't want anybody parking next to their car. You're the person who needs to park way over there, way far away in that over there, and then walk because that's rude. Because while you're taking up two spaces, there's someone who probably needs to park there closer. Maybe because they have a physical need. They're not considered disabled where they have to have a placard in their car. But you're being rude. And I've noticed more and more when people drive, when they are in their cars, they're rude. You have people who won't even turn on a turn signal, but then they turn all of a sudden. You're like, what? And then you can say, well, you shouldn't have been following so close. Is it following so close? It's just the fact that, can you please turn your turn signal on? If you're going to make a right or left turn, especially those right hand turns. Can you turn on a turn signal? Or they turn on a signal right when they're turning. Okay, I'm turning right now, so I'll turn on the signal. Or the people who what do I want to say? Those people who uh when you come to a stoplight, they are so close behind your car. It's like, well, do you just want to get in the back seat with me? Do you just want to, you want to put your car in the back seat because that's how close you are to me. People just don't care. Yes, yes, and yes. Doreen, welcome. People just they don't care. There's just no sense of respect anymore. That's the only way that I can say it. There's no sense of respect. And that's, unfortunately what we're coming down to. I mean, it's again, it sounds so simple as saying, hey shorty. It sounds so simple as saying, don't block my driveway. It sounds funny, but it goes beyond the driveway. It's about a lot of other things. And like I said, can you please not let your dog do their business on my lawn? If they do, can you pick it up? It's after 11 o'clock. Can you please not blare your music so loud? Or you have those people who, and if you all are these people, I'm talking about you. You're driving down the street. Do I have to hear your music blaring where my car is vibrating because your music is up so loud? Is that necessary? So it goes beyond blocking your driveway. It's beyond me calling to get you towed. It's beyond me running outside, fussing at you because I'm yelling at you because your dog has done their business in my front lawn yet again. And yes, I have done that before, and it did stop. But why does it have to get to that point? It just I don't know. I just I don't get it. People don't care. Or he's laughing. You look at some people, and if you ever just people watch, especially if you're sitting in a parking lot, and if you ever just people watch, and you're sitting there and you watch people do some really messed up things. I have seen, people going into hey Juju, I have seen people go uh into a store, and this person's pulling a cart. Everybody, you have a couple people who get to the entrance of the store at the same time, and both, people are pulling out carts, whatever. And you have the person who is towards the back of the crowd, will zoom in front of everybody else to get into the door first, and other people kind of just kind of looking at him, and it's like the doors are opening wide. Okay, yeah, one person goes in, whatever, but are you in that much of a hurry to buy some onions? I'm pretty sure the person didn't say, "Pardon me, excuse me." It just doesn't. It just doesn't. I don't know. But again, when you block someone's driveway, it is people need to think that if you have an emergency, you have to be able to get out. If an emergency vehicle is coming to your home, um, they have to be able to have access. Um, they have to be able to have access to your home. I mean, just like those people who block the fire hydrants, and then they get upset when the see a lot of when people used to block fire hydrants, they used to go around the car, but they would call the police to have it towed. So meanwhile, something's burning, and yeah, they're going around the car. So now what they've been doing is they just break the window. They break the window, they put the holes through the window, and you come back and it's like, well, damn, my car. It's like, yeah, your car. And you can say, well, what if it was your house burning down, right? And people use, oh, but my house is not going to burn down. Well, you never know. You may go home one day and your house is burning down, and it's burning down even faster because guess what? Somebody parked in front of a fire hydrant. You know, I don't know. I don't know. You know, people are just so inconsiderate, and that's where we are today. Um, you know, we are at a point where uh, 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 people, they just don't give a damn. I mean, they just don't care. They just think that they can, you know, do whatever they want, and everything's okay, and no one's going to get mad, and if they do, so what, because I'm this entitled person, I can do whatever I want, you know. My mother's the principal, so you know, as a student I can, you know, treat that teacher like crap, or my father's a police officer, or you know, my mom is this or whatever, you know. No, no, you know, I just, you know, I just think that you know, people just, they don't care. Kona Fines, welcome. Hey, let me look at some of these comments here. How you change? What? Wait, what did Frankie say? Wait, what did Shorty say? Oh, I noticed you said what, Shorty? I'm looking at that's what caught me. Was the what? I'm like, Shorty said what? Hmm. But if I were to say it, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, that's a whole different show. And you know it. That's why you're laughing. That's why you're laughing. So anyway, y'all, I just had to vent today about the whole driveway thing because, like I said, blocking my driveway and letting your dog do their business on my lawn, those are the two of my biggest pet peeves. Crazy lady, how are you? It's not even so much as you're letting your dog do your business on my lawn. It's the fact that you're not picking it up. That's the thing that's getting me, is that you're not picking it up. I'm like, if I pick up, you know, I don't let my dog do my, you know, it's like I'm picking up. Can you like, can, you know, everybody just pick up? Exactly, crazy lady. Exactly. Pick it up. You know, so, but, you know, people don't care. People don't care. Hey, chill. Hey, crazy lady.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
I tell you, I've had this happen when I lived in Spokane, and I watched my neighbor's dog come over and shit on or poop on my lawn, time and time again. You know what I did? I went out there. I got tired of it. They wouldn't correct the problem, so I picked up that little dog's poop and I put it in a little plastic bag, and I kept doing that. And then I went over and I dumped that fucking bag all over their fucking lawn.
Well, crazy lady, I'm
You know, they had a little tiny, like, you know, idiot, you know, punching dog, and I had my dog was big. There's a difference in poop size.
oh yeah, it
Okay.
is. It is. Well, crazy lady,
And I had video of the dog pooping in on, you know.
I am not mad at you because, see, you put it in a plastic bag. I have done it where they would not stop, and I went and got my pooper scooper, and I pooped.
No,
I scooped it up, and I put the poop right on their right by their front door, and that is when it stopped. And they had a Ring camera.
that bag had to be like half full of
They
poop. I mean, it's like I picked up. Yeah,
No, I mean,
I made it
no,
this morning.
I get it, but but that's the point that you have to make. And then when they had the ring, so I know that they saw me do it, and I didn't cover my face or anything. It's like, yes, this is me coming up here putting this on your by your door, whatever. And when I saw them later, they never looked at me or anything until they went, and then they finally moved. But it's like, seriously, is this, it's like I'm constantly saying, can you please figure it out? Well, no. And then crazy lady, there was one time when these two little kids, they live like kind of around the corner from me, and they consistently walk their dog, let their dog. I'm going out there saying, kids, you need to pick it up. You need to pick it up. They didn't pick it up. So finally one day they're out there, and they're letting their dog poop, and I'm in the garage, and they see me, and they just let their dog poop. And they're walking away. I said, pick it up. And they're like, well, we don't have a bag. I said, use your hand. And they looked at me. I said, use your hand. It's your dog's poop. Pick it up with your, well, do you have it? No, use your hand.
I bet you they didn't forget it after that.
Can I tell you that after that, you're right. Every time I see them walking their dog, they have a bag, and they're picking up their dog's poop. Not just from my lawn, but from other
Everybody's
people's.
on.
Yeah. And chill, and that is fine. You go right ahead. Because it's like, no, it's like, I'm telling you to pick it up. I'm asking you to pick it up. You're not going to do it. Use your hand. You're going to ask me for a bag? No, use your hand.
I got
And you're calling the police on me for what? Did I throw anything at you? Did I touch you at all? No, I told you to pick up the poop. They could or could not have, because I would have just turned around and taken it back to their house, whatever. But what are you calling? I mean, seriously.
Jake one time took one too many poops that I didn't anticipate him taking, and I didn't have a bag. This is when we were in Moses. I went up to it was garbage day, thank God. I went over to this dude's garbage, and I opened up the lid, and I just like reached in and like grabbed like a piece of plastic. And I walked up and I was picking up the poop, and the guy came out yelling. He goes, "What were you doing to my trash?" I was like, "Dude, I don't have a plastic bag, and he pooped on your lawn." So I went to the trash, grabbed the plastic to pick up the poop. I wasn't stealing your garbage or anything. But I've gotten yelled at for picking up garbage. Like, I'll be walking on the roadway, and if I see trash, I'm picking it up. And the next garbage can I come to, I'm just gonna drop it in there.
Yeah.
But people get mad if you like put garbage in their garbage. It's like, dude, look,
Yeah.
it was your trash in front of your house.
Okay. Crazily, I'm reading what Chill is saying to me. He says, pick it up with my hand. That's ridiculous. I'm calling the police. But what are you calling the police on, Will? Because I said, because reporting child abuse for what? Because I said to pick it up? Because I said to pick it up. They didn't have to, but they did. And I am going to tell you, their father, and this is, and crazily, this is the thing that kills me, because when you go past their house, on their front lawn, they have this big old cross on their lawn that they put up there, and they're like, God is love and all this other stuff. So I'm like, y'all the Jesus people of the neighborhood, but yet but your children are doing things, that, are disrespectful. And their father came. He came, and he did not like what I said. And I said, I don't like the fact that I have been telling your family for months not to let your dog. It's not like the dog is running around free. The dog is on a leash, and you all are literally stopping and letting the dog do it, and you're not picking it up. Then you go down a couple more houses, and you let your dog do it again. It's a problem. Like I said, Now, when they walk their dog, they have a plastic bag.
They learned their lesson.
Yep. I
I
don't
don't
want
think my
to,
dad thought of that because I could see him saying that. But we got
wait, hold on. No, chill. Dog poop is not good for the lawn. Cow manure or chicken manure is. Dog poop is not good for the lawn.
will kill that spot that it stands
Look it
on.
up, and
Actually,
it will kill that spot. It is not good. It is toxic to the lawn. So I'm sorry, Grace. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
oh, um, we got caught one time not picking up. We were walking my dad's dogs, and we didn't pick it up one time. I don't know how we got caught, but we got caught. My dad made us go out, and the entire route we had to pick up every poop that we found, whether
I mean,
the
and
entire route,
that's a teachable moment. I mean, I mean, it is.
everybody's poop.
I mean, I mean, just, and the fact that you do have parents out there who, you have to give your kids that teachable moment, because it still comes down to respect. And it sounds funny, and it sounds like, oh my God, what's the big deal, whatever. It is called picking it up. If it is called that
Being civil and
yeah,
respectful.
yeah, that is toxic. But it's also called, if someone can consistently ask you to pick up after your dog and you don't do it, and the person finally gets fed up, and I said, use your hand, get over it. Get over it. Because
You know, you wash your hands.
they did it, and like I said, after that, when they walk, they have a bag. Get over it.
No, it's not toxic. I mean,
And I will tell that to
wash
anyone's.
your
I
hands.
will tell that to one's kid. And that's again, that's what it comes down to, is, not just children, but even adults. What type of
I'd look around. I'd pull me up some grass or some leaves or something.
Crazy Lady says it is not toxic. No, she did.
It's not. I mean,
Did I?
it's the acids in the acids in dog poop when it sits there, uh, is not the right acids that the lawn needs.
No, I think he's talking about if you pick it up with your hand.
Well, okay, I mean, yeah, it's not. I wouldn't like pick up dog poop and then put your hand in your mouth. Hello. um, Obviously,
Oh.
if they were smart kids, like as soon as they got out of the dog, I would have been like putting in the trash down the drain, something, and then like wiping my hand on grass, or like I'd be finding some water. Straight up, I'd be like going to the next hose and be like,
Well,
some people need the hard lessons because I don't know, they're idiots.
I mean, it's it just, again, it just comes down to
Accountability.
Accountability, right? And just being respectful, and to get upset because somebody says to pick it up in your hand. It's like, how long do I have to keep telling you, don't let your animal do this? I mean, I have 3 dogs. I pick up after each and every one of my dogs. Even when my dogs are running around in the backyard, I'm out there picking up poop.
I didn't pick up after taking the campground.
Thankfully
I don't have to, but
you go to a hey fair. Welcome, hey Blunt. Welcome. I mean, it's you know you know it just amazes me how people just think that, oh my God, how dare you do that? Oh my God, you told them to pick that up with their hand. Yes, I did, because if maybe they had not been a repeat offender, I could be like the lady down down the street, who she installed those things on her lawn, where when people come on her lawn, those motion things, and then they're spraying, you know, uh, water, whatever. What are you supposed to do? So, but then again, I'm supposed to go out and spend money. I'm supposed to go out and spend money to have these things in install. You know what, Chill? I don't care. I don't care what you say. I really don't, because those children were being disrespectful, and the parents were being disrespectful too. So teach your kids some lesson. Teach your kids how to respect people. And that's the problem nowadays. People don't teach their children. They don't teach their children. They're like, well, I'm going to call the cops because it is abuse. Well, you know what? You should have been handling your children before it got to that point. But people don't want to do that. The first thing they want to say is, don't talk to my kids like that. Don't tell my kids that. Handle your children. Teach your children.
Because if you don't correct it now,
you're right. Because if you don't correct that stuff now, you are going to have problems. You are going to have problems.
And if my dad always he had a saying, because I'll give that hard lesson first. No, I'm giving them the hard lesson first time around. Why? Because fortunately for my children, they're smart. They get it the first time round. You know what I mean? Some, a lot. Yeah. It just is. It comes down to accountability.
People don't. People don't care. People they just don't care. Hey, Mr. B, welcome. People, they just don't care. Just like when I come back to the whole driveway thing, people don't care. But then when you get their car towed, they're like, well, I was just, in here. No, you weren't in here just for a minute. You were in here for the entire day. You were in here. It's like, no. It's not okay. I have seen people block when they've parked outside of a hospital and half of their car is hanging into the drive, the turnabout, when you can drive in one way and come out the other, when they're driving in that way. It's like, excuse me. And it says a big sign that says emergency vehicles, come and go, whatever. And it's like, seriously? And then when the police officers are out there telling you to move, it's not like you're at the airport and you're trying to drop somebody off and they're trying to go as fast as they can. The police are telling you to move. And we're talking about people who just park, get out, purposely sit. Hey, crazy. I'm sorry. People are rude. They're inconsiderate. And then when children are involved, it goes up a notch, because some people will allow their children to be rude and inconsiderate too. So yeah, pick it up with your hand. If you don't like it, too damn bad. Now, that's my rant. Oh boy, but you know what? I'm not Jesus, never proclaimed to be, and I know that I sin. So Jesus is not a part of this, so while you so busy saying what would Jesus do, you think about that the next time you get pissed off because somebody did something to you. and crazy, I am with you.
Unfortunately,
what crazy
they're at that point in time to help you out. So
so
you're dealing with me.
Well, he's not. He don't have to listen, because when I get to the pearly gates, I'll have to listen to him.
Right.
So, but like I said, Chill, as long as you're not, doing that, letting your dog poop on my driveway, as long as it's not your kid that I'm telling to pick it up with their hands, don't worry about it. And if I was that person who I told your kid to pick it up with their hands, I would have to deal with the parents, because then it would get ugly. Because when you, like I said, when you repeatedly tell someone and ask someone, could you please not do this? Could you please not do this? Could you please not do this? And they completely do it over and over again, and they're a habitual repeat offender. Yeah,
My dad would not be the person I'd go to and play in kids.
yeah,
Someone made me think
yeah.
of poop.
We are going to have a problem. We are going to have a problem. I don't let my dogs poop on your lawn. Don't let your dogs poop on mine. And if you do, pick it up. That what is so hard to just pick it up. You see a lot of people walking their dogs with a plastic bag. Pick it up. There's no place to park on the street,
Yeah,
but there's
part of the responsibility. If
it
you're walking them,
is.
pick it up.
It is. And there's no place to
And
park
while you're
when
walking
you're
them, you
on
don't
the
want them
street.
pooping in your yard.
If there's no place to park on the street, park around the corner and walk. Mr. B says, you have a problem.
Don't block the driveway. I got someone like my dad that he'll freaking
I'm
crawl
not
into his
telling
beater truck
anybody
and
more
ram
than
you.
once. I'm putting itching powder where they do it. You know what? Crazy. I have put down cayenne pepper for this one particular. Actually, it's one particular dog and cat, and it stopped right away. And then and that's another thing. Now let's talk about the cats, because I know some people have kitties, whatever. Had these people, this family moved in across the street, and I see the little girl outside, and she has 5 kittens. I'm saying to myself, oh great. Because I know these kittens are gonna grow up to be cats, and they're gonna be problems. Sure enough, everybody's complaining about these cats because they just let the cats run around. Well, cats, come in my yard. I have 3 dogs, well, actually 2.5, because one of them is just real tiny, whatever. But, cats got in my yard. My dogs almost got them. I walk across the street. Your dogs, your cats, they're getting in my yard. I will not be responsible if what happens to them, whatever. Well, they're just cats, and they're just well, because you look outside before you let your dogs out. I have a doggy door. My dogs come and go. If my door is open, my dogs come and go. I'm not going to tell them, well, check to see if there's a cat outside first, and if there's a cat outside, then don't go out. No,
But they're in their yard.
Yeah, exactly. Hello.
Hence, that's why wait a minute. That's why you have the containment area.
Hello.
So your dogs have the privilege.
So I'm like, so sure enough, one of my dogs, the middle one, got a hold of the cat. I hear all this noise. I go outside, and my dog, stops fighting with the cat, and the cat kind of limps away, whatever. And the people come, and I didn't say anything. I did not open up my mouth, because I knew that they were going to come knocking on my door. Sure enough, they came knocking on my door, and I said, and what am I supposed to do? Well, the cat's gonna have to go to the vet. And I said, we can go to court, because I will win. Your cat was in my yard. I have video, because I have cameras, and I played the video for him. I said, so I'm not paying any vet bills, especially when I told you to keep your cats out of my yard. And then, other neighbors, they're coming out, and they're talking about, yeah, your cats. They ended up moving. And one lady, she put a cat trap in her yard. And in California, you have to put a notice in your front lawn saying if you have a cat trap, which she did. And she took the cat, and she took it to the pound, but she didn't say which pound that she took it to. And the guy got mad, whatever. But it's like, no. When you're told something, and somebody says, don't do it, or could you please not do it, and you keep doing it over and over and over, you get what you get. You get what you
Yep.
get.
Yep, exactly.
You know, and
The kids
I
are.
will.
That's funny because Jake won't eat my mom's cat. You know, has never actually. Well, now they're starting to play, but Jake would run from my mom's cat. But the feral cats, he'll chase them down and kill them every time.
Well,
Same way in Miss Joyce's yard. You know, cats and squirrels, man, and skunks.
yeah, but
Uh,
when you live in an area where you're, where
in
you're
town, yeah,
around other people, whatever, you got to watch, you have to watch what you're doing.
oh yeah,
I don't live in a place where I have all this land where I can just let my dogs go run.
yeah.
When my
I
dogs
used to
are
live.
out,
I used to live in town too. And Jake, they never left the containment area. You know, when I took him for a walk, I picked up his poop.
exactly. And my dogs, if my dogs are out front with me, they're on a leash because at the end of the day, they're still dogs. If they see
Mm.
that they can still, I don't care. You can tell that dog sit, and some dogs will stay there. They will not do anything. But at the end of the day, they're still dogs. If they see a cat, squirrel, whatever, there's that possibility they're going to take off, whatever, and next thing you know, your dog gets hit by a car and you're pissed off at the car because, well, didn't you see my dog? No, well, your dog should have been on a leash.
Yeah.
So it's all about that thing called responsibility
Yep.
and accountability and respect. But people just don't care. They think that they can say whatever they want to say and do whatever they want to do. And then if you say something to them, all of a sudden they're pissed. They're in their feelings. You hurt my feelings. You did this. You did that. How dare you? I'm calling the cops. I'm doing this, and this, and this, whatever. Um, you're right, crazy. They are bad words. Accountability. Oh my
They're like,
God. How
how
dare you?
accountable?
How dare you say that? Accountability? I'm telling teacher, I'm calling the police. You want me to be accountable for my actions? You actually want me to be accountable? No. You're going to call the police on me because I told your kids to pick up their poop with their hands after you've told them countless times for months, not to let their dog do their business on your lawn and to clean it up? So all of a sudden, you miraculously are walking the dog with a plastic bag. You couldn't have done that 4 months ago. Oh well, when you go out and cut your lawn, you'll pick it up anyway. I mean, seriously. I mean, I even think that is rude when if you have a gardener or something, and you know one of my neighbor's gardeners quit because he said that she never picked up after her dog. After a week or 2 weeks, however how many times he was coming, it was just the backyard was just full of crap. He said that he was not picking it up, and the people got mad at him. Well, you're out there, cutting the grass. That's just rude. I mean, seriously, that's just rude.
Okay, I'm probably going to get like everyone's probably going to hate me after this statement, but yes, I did do it. Um, I shot at neighbors not around here. This is when I lived over in North Idaho. I had a half Arabian, half quarter horse colt, and our neighbor's dog from down the road kept getting loose and coming and chasing my horse and like biting him, like taking chunks out of my horse's rear
Mm.
end. And I told him repeatedly, "You need to come get your dog. It's like if I catch your dog in my pasture again, going after my horse, I'm going to shoot your dog. I have no choice." One morning, I get up because Black was freaking out, and because their big, massive dog is what got a hold of my colt, ripping, like literally ripping his skin and stuff, and I shot the dog. Yes, I did. and I called the neighbors to come get their dog. And oh, that attack cost me like $700.
Did you shoot the dog?
Yes, I did.
And crazy lady, I'm gonna tell you, I am not mad.
And yeah, they called the cops.
I am
They
not
called the
mad.
cops.
I'm not mad at you. And what happened?
The cops came and I told him exactly, hey, blah blah blah, and cop goes, well, and I showed him my horse. By that time the vet was there, and they go, huh? The cop looked at my neighbor and said, I'd have shot your dog too. Got in his cop car and left.
I mean, hello. So
Did I want to do that? No, not really.
So did you kill the dog,
But
or you just shot the dog just to hurt the dog?
no, I killed the dog.
Okay. All right. So so my question is, what you did to me is no different.
I've shot at it with buckshot, and I've shot at it with BBs, to deter it from not doing this to my horse, but none of those worked. And that's when I finally told the freaking neighbor, hey, check it out. I catch your dog in my pasture again, chasing down my horse. I'm gonna shoot it.
So what did they? So after the police left and everything, what was the? I mean, I'm pretty sure the relationship was bad, but what happened after that?
The dad of the family picked up his dog and they left, went home. I never heard not another peep out of him. Well, they moved like a year later.
Well, there you go. There you go.
And apparently my horse wasn't the only animals that dog was attacking on the road.
There you go.
He got bore off, like a lot of bore off chickens. Hey.
There you go. So I mean, people, again, it's like, what do you have to do in order for people, to what do you have to do in order for people to get it? What do you have to do in order for people to just, you were told. Now, a member of your family, because I think dogs are members of families, your dog is dead, or your cat got mauled or something, or you kept letting your dog, run around outside, they got hit by a car. And it usually comes down to the owner not doing what they should do, thinking that the other person is not going to do what they say they're going to do. Heiko, welcome back. That they're not going to do what they say that they're going to do, but they do it. Yeah, chill. And I do say protect the animals, because as an owner, as a dog owner, or an owner of an animal, you should protect your dog. And part of protecting your dog is to make sure that they're not doing something where they are aggravating someone, where they will get hurt. And if you don't do something, if you don't stop it, and your dog gets hurt, that's on you. Shame on you. It's not on the person who killed the dog, or who killed the cat, whatever. It's on you. Especially if you were told you failed your own pet. Don't blame it on the other person. You were the failure.
Yeah, and mastiffs, they can take down deer, like.
And Crazy said, yeah, that's terrible. I hate it just as much as, but reality is, it's the owner responsible. Exactly. It is the owner. It is the owner. And I say this as someone who, again, some of y'all know I volunteer at a shelter, and some of the dogs that I see come into that shelter are in such bad shape, not because they've been out on the street, but because they've been with their owners, because the human beings have allowed them to get in the condition that they're in. So if your dog gets shot by someone else, because your dog is attacking someone's horse or child or someone, and you keep saying stop, 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 and the person goes in and gets a gun and bang, bang. I feel sorry for the dog because it's not the dog's fault. It's the owner's fault. And the same thing with those kids who I said, pick it up. Your mom and daddy should have taught you better. So might not like what I'm saying, but reality can hurt at times.
Yeah, I can, but
reality can hurt.
Like,
Can hurt
accountability,
at times.
And if you don't want, stupid stuff to happen to you, don't do stupid things.
Right. So you don't want your car towed after don't park in my driveway, because I will call and your car will get towed. And you can say, oh well, Sally, someone can do that to you. Yeah, that they can, but
there are those
but they won't,
people
because
out there.
I don't block people's driveways. I will walk, which I've done many times. Blunt says, damn kids. Oh boy. But people don't care. And that's the type of society we're in now, where people don't care. And crazy, I'm telling you, the lawn thing, you just sit and you just watch people. And I even had one lady at a house where we used to live. She didn't want her kids playing on her lawn, but it was fine for her kids to play on other neighbors' lawns, because she didn't want her lawn getting messed up while they're running around playing football and stuff. So don't play on my lawn. My kids don't play on my lawn, but it's okay to go to the neighbor's lawn. I mean, oh, they better like coming home soaked. So I don't know. I mean, I say I don't know, but I know. You give people those teachable moments. You give the adults the teachable moments that, usually it hits them in their pocket. You give those kids the teachable moments where the parents get pissed off. Yeah, well, maybe you all will learn. Maybe you will learn. And if you don't, there's another lesson that somebody can think of, and usually I can yeah. But see, crazy, like I said, I don't think that I should go out and have to pay money for stuff, because you should know better. But hey, if it means, like you said, you come home soaked. Oh, it's my entertainment.
Crazy, you're like my dad. Oh my God.
Oh, it's my entertainment. So, well, what can I say? All right. Well, I'm gonna leave y'all with them posted
Just remember,
to
you
the town
guys,
Facebook.
there are those people that'll go there.
There you go. Post it to the town's Facebook. Crazy. I don't mind going there. I will go there. I've gone there many times. I know there's many times left in my lifetime that I will go there again. But I like to think that I'm a considerate
If I'm forced to
person.
go there, it's going to be epic. Know that.
So, Okay, y'all. So I am going to leave y'all with Aretha Franklin and Respect. Just a little bit. And Crazy Lady, thank you for popping up on the panel with me today. And thank you for everyone's comments. Even though I disagree with some, but thank you again. Thank you. Thank you. And here we go. And that's it, everyone. Thank you for coming as always. And Crazy Lady, thanks again for coming up on the panel. And enjoy your day or evening wherever you are. And I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.